Whoa, we're getting a full-on party here, guys.
What's up?
How's it going, guys?
What's going on?
So, first off, congratulations on your domination victory in more ways than one. As that was like last game I said was a brutal spanking. I think this was kind of like I don't know. There's the paddling, and this is a paddle with rusty nails in it. Paddling you gave them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we were a little taken aback by their comp there, and our Genji Skigum was trying to feed as hard as he could to do to
It was
do his
much
best
needed.
to keep him in there, but but it wasn't. It ended up not being enough, so it was okay.
So I gotta ask. We'll skip to game two real quickly, but game two, when you saw that draft, were you kind of like, "This is easy win"? Like, what are they doing?
We were scared for a second. We didn't really know what they had in mind. Maybe they had a specific, strategy to it, but kept our heads and were able to answer it.
Yeah, we just kind of went through who's going to be in the solo lane against Sonya, what alts do we think are coming, that kind of stuff. So
We
played it a little passive in the beginning, and then just till we felt it out.
we knew exactly what they wanted to do was just poke heavy, and then maybe get a blaze engage. So you could probably see it in the stream. There was a lot of dancing back and forth. Like when we saw that they were coming, we would dance back, heal up, and then re-engage on them.
Yeah, the final fight for you guys, you didn't actually do that, but you did the reverse, which is like since they want to poke you, you just were like we just full throttle into them and they never get poked.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly.
that's why Hollis called for Sonya to take the leap, because we knew if we just hard engaged, they just didn't have the peel or the beef for it.
Do you guys
Leap is never wrong.
do you guys think that Saging Wrath was actually the way to go for their comp, or would it have made more sense to go, Taste for Blood?
I think they should have done laser build and put Asimo in the solo lane.
All right, that's definitely one way to go. Yeah, because they had no real solo lane because Blaze is their tank, only tank.
Yeah,
I
like
also think
we would normally be scared of Asmodeans, but like solo tank blazes sort of made it easy.
I think also as an Asmodean player, like if they go Taste for Blood, that's makes them more vulnerable as a full comp.
That makes sense.
As a level 1 man, I think he did the right build.
Yeah, if they're gonna Asmodean, they should have done it the first game on Tomb. I don't know
that's
why.
true.
I don't know why
Yeah.
you do it on Infernal.
I think that's accurate. Yeah.
Yeah, I figured that they were the way I looked at it is that after your first game, they were actually very scared to fight you guys, and they were like, "Well, we're not winning team fights. Let's like just try to outpoke them." Maybe that's the logic behind that comp.
Yeah, hopefully. I think it was really big. The first time they did the Judgment Leap, Hanzo Arrow on Blackout
one.
and got the kill.
Yeah.
Yeah, game 1. But then after that, they
I
put
got
all
cooldown.
3 on him, and he still lived. And I think if you can't kill somebody with all of that, then maybe that does scare you from team fights. I'm not sure.
Yeah, so like the mistake there is that they overlapped their heroics one after the other. Otherwise, like he would have been stunned there for what, like 3.5 seconds.
Too long. I think I also got in between one of them. I got into a bunker, and the last two as well.
Yep.
Yeah, and the Richard Gere
Oh my
healing
gosh.
is just really, it's so on point, that it's just like I don't know how somebody can die, unless they're trying to.
Yeah, I mean the end
I
numbers
try
for
to
that
die all the
game.
time. It doesn't work.
Yeah, I mean we saw the feed from the Genji, so obviously if you can run away from the healer, that's how
Right.
you die from that, because you had 35k more healing than their Lucio by the end of the game in game number 2.
Right, yeah. Yeah, Skigum told me at the beginning of the game we were gonna have a little meta game going on where he tries to run from me and I try to heal him. And so I think he won that mini game going on. But
It's catch the Genji or tag with Genji.
right, exactly.
So game number 1, Were you guys expecting Judgment to be busted out there, or were you expecting?
I think somebody actually called it in
Yeah,
draft
we-
when we
Yeah,
saw
very
that.
early on.
A couple of us said, yeah, that we were thinking maybe a Judgment Leap was coming in.
We didn't know exactly how to respond to it until it happened, and then like once I died the first time, like instantly, it was like, okay, well, somebody has to hang out with me. Blaze, just drop a bunker near me and hope to God that I can click on it before like I die.
And I think even though you died, you guys still won the engagement overall. Like you still came out ahead in that team fight, if I recall correctly.
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah, definitely.
And then when they failed to kill you, were you expecting the death there? Like as soon as they dropped all 3 heroics, were you kind of like, "I'm dead, guys. Good luck."
I yell that out a lot in game, like I'm dying, I'm dying, I'm dying.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we all thought he was gonna die there. So him not dying was just kind of
It
There
was
was
a good
a
play
there's a
by
certain
Blaze.
bunker that was in
Yeah.
play.
yeah.
Yeah.
Title's bunkers are just like absurd.
Yeah.
We don't let him play heroes he likes just because we use him for his bunker.
That you're basically a bunker drop. You're basically, I
Yeah.
guess, like a StarCraft unit just for the
I
bunker.
mean that's all I did the whole game. I didn't even attack. I just pressed R and walked
Yeah.
away.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, even on the stream, I was saying that you were dead blackout because I was like, "Oh, here comes the leap, the judgment, the dragon's arrow." It's like, and then like you disappeared, and I thought you disappeared because you died, but it's like, oh, you actually got into the bunker.
Yeah, I was surprised that he was able to get on, like, have that 0.1 second like unstun time to actually click on it.
I think the only reason I lived too is Stukov got off like, and he, as soon as I said like they were leaping, like because you can kind of see the animation for Judgment light up before you get hit.
Yeah.
I said I'm getting stunned, I'm stunned, and then Chase or Richard Gere gave me an instant heal, and then that was the only reason like all of that damage and all those stuns didn't kill me, and then got into the bunker with 1 health.
Yeah,
It's all good.
So in that first game, you guys still put out a pretty good, spanking on Tilted Miners. That was obviously, a much more like traditional draft out of them. Did you expect it to kind of go that heavily in your favor still?
I don't know if you saw, but both games we really prioritized taking the Stukov away from them.
Yep.
Ruktal, I think his name is. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. Plays a just absurd Stukov, and we knew that going in, and so that was our main focus in the draft. And then after that, we knew that they liked the Tyrael as tank, and that they weren't going to have as much peel, and so we kind of drafted for that as well.
Okay.
A lot of the beginning parts of our drafts too in those games were manipulated and crafted basically by the research that our research department does.
Yeah, our research department, aka Hollis, is pretty good. It's pretty good research.
Yeah, I'd definitely say I'd even say even if that wasn't a targeted ban, that ban style works extraordinarily well in my opinion because of how the current healers are, where it feels like to me, I play Stukov at number 1. That's me personally. I'd say Malfurion's right behind him at number 2, and then everyone else quickly like drops off, which means like if you take one and ban the other, the enemy team immediately has a significantly worse healer.
Yeah, yeah, I think they're both pretty close. But there are other things that I think, like Medivhs and Maevs in there that can be issues that we look at as well.
Yeah, that's definitely true. And target bans are definitely more intelligent than just a generic ban, which is great that you guys are doing this. Like, so I take it you kind of research all your opponents then, Hollis, for the team.
Yeah, we pretty much knew what they were going to pick the first game. The second game sort of felt like they were just trying to get a win. It was unusual for the most part. But yeah, the first team comp did not surprise me at all.
So now the really, really hard hitting question. You guys are in West, and there is a Greek economy who have yet to lose a game. I'm expecting you guys at this point to obviously get into the playoffs and are number 1, so you're probably the highest ranked and most likely to get to the finals. How do you guys think you would do against a Greek economy if you guys have seen any of their games?
It's hard to say because they don't scrim people, so we really don't know a whole lot about them, honestly. I would like to think we would do good. I'd also say we're not undisputed number one. I would say we're tied with Blasting Burrows for number one in the West.
And where we are with our two draws, I think Blasting Burrows, it wouldn't be surprising if they're number one in rankings at the end of the season. We just have played a couple more games than them so far. So
And
I
they
think
could win
it'll,
out,
yeah, they could win out. Time's really good for them. He's their drafter shot caller. They do a really good job. So I wouldn't be surprised if in the standings they're one and we're two. So
Yeah, we look forward to both of those matches again, actually.
mhm.
Because they're kind of like down the road in our scope.
So, have you guys played Blasting Burrows already then?
Yeah, we went 1-1.
Mhm.
You actually casted it.
That's right. I was like, oh
Rip.
wait, I did cast that. That was the crazy game, and Richard Gere had McIntyre review that as well.
Yeah.
So, do you guys think after playing, against them, that if you faced them again, you can take the 2-0 against Blasting Burrows? Because obviously, the first game you guys felt like you just made some critical mistakes. Second game was kind of like the complete reverse situation for you, and if you guys can face them again, technically, even if Blasting Burrows is number one based on standings, in my opinion, if you took a draw and then could win against them on paper, or I guess like in theoretical power rankings, you'd be really number one.
Yeah, I think we can beat them. I'm not going to say that I guarantee it or anything, but yeah,
I want to guarantee, damn it.
deep down, I believe we will beat them in the semifinals. That's the hope.
Awesome. So, are there anything you guys are doing like from now to the playoffs? Because I'm pretty certain
Finals.
at this point, yeah, till finals. Very likely for you guys. Like, I don't want to, count chickens before you hatch them, but is there anything you guys are doing that's different from now to finals to like really try to prepare for people like a Greek economy and Blasting Burrows?
That is a secret.
Okay, fair enough.
Well, I mean, I will say this was the last team in the top 6 we had to play. Everyone else is below that. We may be getting a little more experimental in drafts.
Ooh, spicy. And so
Also,
sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to add to that. Like, I think also we'll probably be looking for like the right scrims too when we can.
Okay. Are you guys
Putting that out there.
Are you guys looking to do like HEC Open as well as a team?
No.
Probably not.
Okay. Just interested in knowing, since you guys are doing pretty well in Division A, any chance you're going to do Heroic Division next season instead?
Yeah, probably. I think we would have to at this point.
We've done pretty well against heroic teams that we played so far, so I don't think that would be a stretch to be in heroic.
I don't think that we do quite as well as we're doing right now. We're doing really well, but I don't think that we would be a slouch in heroic either.
Yeah,
we
we'd be a
haven't played-
solid bottom 5 team.
I don't know. I don't think we've had like enough experience like playing against some of those teams to know exactly where we would be in there, but I think we would be, you could call us competitive in that division.
Yeah, well, hopefully if you guys do decide, you actually do turn out to go up with some good games there as well. I guess for my final question for you guys is, now that you've essentially said you've won all of against these top teams, is there like, is it just really going to be experimental drafts, kind of treating them as scrims almost?
Mm,
We're still going to respect the team.
yeah, we're still going to respect the teams. It's just going to be trying things that we might not try against Blasting Burrows. Like,
Yeah, we've learned the lesson that you have to respect your opponent no matter what.
we're not going to be
Anybody can
doing
throw
any.
anything, so-
We're not going to be doing any Asmodan solo tank blazes. That's for sure.
What, are you crazy? I mean, you guys can clearly make that work.
We'll make it work as best we could.
Well, maybe you can try, like you said, you thought Tomb of the Spider Queen, maybe that could have worked there. Maybe you can pop that strategy out instead over there.
Yeah, I don't know. On Tomb, we're holding the Rainer back
Dude,
for
don't
for
give
when
him
the time
stats, man.
comes.
Uncapped Rainer, OP.
Yeah.
Yeah, told him not to say that, but can't hold him back.
Dude, it doesn't even matter if I reveal it. It can't. Like
just
Hollis's
gonna happen
Rainer
no matter what,
cannot
yeah.
be
How do you
cannot be
prepare for
stopped.
it?
Well,
Yeah.
if Blizzard's listening at all, they might actually rework him before that happens, and knowing like how half these reworks turn out, he'll be nerfed.
Yeah.
You
Very
won't be able to
true.
uncap Rainer.
Very true.
So, thanks again so much for the interview, guys, and congratulations on this being your kind of like final, I guess, big game for the season. Since the rest of them are with teams that are not in the top 6, so each of them should be theoretically much easier than any of the previous games you've had.
It could be an upset.
Could
Yep.
be, could be. That's true. But nonetheless, like after seeing you guys in several games, I'm going to put money down on you guys winning those games.
All right. Well, we're looking forward to your casting then.
Well, best of luck, like I said, and enjoy the rest of your nights.
Do we get shout outs?
Oh, yeah. You each can give shout outs if you
Oh,
like.
no.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, no.
Yes. All right.
No.
I want to shout out Tythel. He's our rock. He's
Oh,
my
no.
rock.
No.
I don't have to worry about that solo lane when I know Tythel's up there. I want to shout out our Skigami. I know I made fun of him for feeding, but he's like the most ridiculous DPS player I've ever seen, and he carries us pretty hard a lot. Hollis, my boy, I love you, and your drafting and shot calling is amazing. I think that's it, right? Oh, Daniel, the caster, the spellcaster. He's amazing. We like that he flexes for us, so that's pretty good. Also average Joe's for scrimming with us.
But the real
So-
MVP,
Yeah, I think this goes for everybody.
Pie Maker.
Pie maker. Oh my god. Yes, I'm sorry. Our sub, the pie maker, like he scrims with us like 2 times a week. He's only subbed in for 1 NGS game, and he's just always happy to be there. And like, he's been amazing for
He's
us.
the
Like,
whole
we wouldn't have
reason,
been
like,
able to
our-
practice without him.
Yeah, he's the whole reason our core 4-man minus me gets to practice an hour and a half or 2 earlier before I get home. So
That's pretty awesome. Yeah. Shout outs to a sub who
6th man of the year.
Yeah. That's
sure.
hard. Like finding people who are willing to do that, like that's crazy. That man
Yeah.
deserves all your cash winnings.
Most definitely. And then shout outs to some sort of healer that we have. He's also pretty good.
Yeah, he does
Richard
all
Gere.
right.
And shout out to memes.
That's right.
Shout out to Ember. Don't you wish you were still on the team?
Yeah. Yeah. How's it going down there in like 4th place Division B?
So I
Oh,
take it.
man.
I'm kidding. I'm
We're
kidding.
just memeing. Yeah.
Okay.
Just kidding.
Did he actually play for you guys?
She's a friend. Yeah.
Yeah, she was going to be a sub, and then she got a starter spot in Division B, so she took it. It makes sense.
And they've been doing well, so it's been good.
Yeah, memes are great. So shout out to the memes and shout out to the memes in Twitch chat.
All right,
Definitely.
that was all for me.
Anyone
Shout
else?
out to Tythel's brother for stopping downloads during our game so that
So,
Tythel
yeah,
could keep playing.
Yeah, that mid intervention was kind of on me, and I found out the problem. My brother was downloading something, and was kind enough to stop it. So
Too much porn.
yeah, that's it.
Whoa, let's keep it PG here.
I'm not naming any names, but porn is PG as long as you're not showing it.
Yeah, that TDP man.
All right, guys. Thanks so much for your time, and best of luck from now until the playoffs.
Yep, thank you.
Thank you.
Bye, friends.
See ya.
All right, guys. That's going to do it for me tonight. We had Team Freelo facing Tilton Miners. Freelo getting that 2-0 with the